Good day everyone. How are you all doing? It's been 2 weeks since I mentioned the build for demon hunters that rely solely on primary attacks. I've been busy hunting the required essences to deliver what I have promised, and today, wait no more, because I'm going to give you the complete information about this build, and we are going to show the Diablo Immortal community how powerful the ultimate primary attack build of Demon Hunter is. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more updates. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. First, I'm gonna show you the essences, set items, and skills we need for this build. Let's start with the set items. Everybody knows that we demon hunters are using 4 pieces Vithis that increases the duration of all beneficial effects on you or your party members by 30%. So all the positive buffs will be extended for a certain amount of time. And also it increases the wearer's attack speed by 30% for 3 seconds every time you use a skill with beneficial effect or positive buff like the Vengeance skill that we also use in this build. For our friends that are new to this game, keep in mind that you need to wear 4 different parts of this set item to activate the effects. Also, we have here 2 pieces Shellboss to activate the 15% increased damage in our primary attack. Again, the effect is in our primary attack, so basically it's a boost to the build that we are talking about right now. Moving on, what we have for our headgear is the Day's Frightful Persona Essence. What does it do? Simple, it's a buff for our knockback shot skill. Every time you use that skill, the essence from our headgear gives us 19% increased damage for our knockback shot skill. Hey Lorem, how is that related to your primary attack build? Well, now that will lead us to our second essence, our armor essence. The Duplicitous Prophetics. You guys are already familiar with this one as I used it in our previous videos too. So again, what does that essence do? I'm going to mention the effect of this essence again for our new viewers here and also for the new players who are not so familiar with Demon Hunters or the game itself. The Duplicitous Prophetics is an essence that can modify the knockback shot skill of Demon Hunters. Instead of casting it alone, it adds up now to your primary attacks whenever activated, giving your primary attack the ability to fire a blast of wind for 5 seconds, dealing certain amount of damage on its own, plus the 19% increased damage from our headgear essence, 18% damage from essence mastery, and other buffs from our legendary gems depending on what kind of gems you have. It can also knock away enemies once every 3 seconds, so this essence is literally a pain in the ass. Now for our shoulder gear, the Chillwrath Mantle. It is an essence that gives our Daring Swing skill the ability to fire an ice arrow, forming an icy path on the ground that continually damages the enemies who step on it and chills them. I use this skill to catch up to other agile classes, and also a core component for our build that now leads us to our next essence, the Scornbeat. This legendary pants essence is very important as it also gives us additional 30% attack speed every time we use the Daring Swing skill. Use it together with our Vithis set items, and now we have 60% attack speed in total. Not bad, right? 60% attack speed while dealing incredible damage with your primary attack is totally insane. Use it simultaneously or even consecutively with Vengeance skill and you're good to go. Now let's jump to another skill modifier essence. The Excavator. I already mentioned this too in our previous videos, and now that I have it, let's go wild with it. The Excavator is an essence that can modify our Impale skill. It can make your primary attack also hurl penetrating knives that deal certain amount of damage to all the enemies they pass through. Again, this is all about the primary attack, as it won't fire even after you activate the Impale skill if you are not using your primary attack. So basically, this skill and essence is also important to this build we are trying to explain because it is part of what we are talking about. It adds up to the total damage we deal when activated just by using our primary attack. So now let's go to the last part of our essences, and it will take us back to the previously mentioned skill, the knockback shot. But this time the effect is much more bigger and much more wider as it is now affecting your damage as a whole. Meaning, after you use or activate the knockback shot skill, your damage is increased by 10%. So in my own understanding, as it has no further details, this essence or buff can affect your total damage. That includes all the skills you activated and all the gem effects that you proc with the same time you cast that skill. Also, if you have the Gloom Cask legendary gem, it can also add up to your primary attack whenever it's proc, and that also gives you additional damage. So everything in this build revolves only on our primary attack. Every skills you cast affects your primary. Every buffs you proc or activate also affects your primary. So, that is why I called this the Demon Hunter Ultimate Primary Attack build. Hope you liked and enjoyed what we've discussed here. That's all for today's video, and as I always do, I will leave you with an actual videos while using this build. This is Lorem Ipsum of Lorem Gaming saying, keep grinding. And have a nice weekend.